Hey friends, this is Joe from Now This Is Podcasting and Now This Is Gaming. This week's episode is a somber one. It's in memoriam of the Batman animated series actor, the Kevin Conroy, and we dedicate this episode to him and his memory and his passing. I recall meeting Kevin. We were setting him up to come on an episode of the podcast, of course, and he looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Joe, I need to tell the world not only about my Batman's, my history doing Batman, but this specialty ketchup that you've made and you've let me try is delicious. It's the best I've ever had. I want to tell the world to get this ketchup." And I was, blown away. I said, "Kevin, you don't have to endorse it. I appreciate the nice words." And he stopped me. He said, "Stop, because I can't go another day without telling people about this ketchup." And then, of course, unfortunately, he passed. So it's important that I share that with you folks. And during the episode, I will instruct you guys on how to buy my specialty ketchup made with over 34 blends and spices and herbs, and it's really good. I think if it was good enough for Batman, it would be good enough for you guys. But I'll let you be the judge of that. But even if you don't like it, it's important that you still buy it, because Kevin Conroy said that it should be in. He said to me also. He said it should be in every pantry, in every household across not only this country but other countries, some that I don't even know exist. And I said I'd be more than willing to sit down with you and we can plot a map and go over some countries and see if maybe that's not a good spot to start sharing my ketchup. And we did that, and we found some good countries for ketchup. I think if you guys tell me where you want me to send ketchups, and we'll send specialty ketchups, Joe specialty ketchup, I'll send to you. Of course, it's for charging of, I have to pay for shipping. That's not free. And then the ketchup, it's about $30 to $40 a bottle of ketchup. It cost me to produce, so the price tag's about $50. Kevin Conroy said that's a good deal, and he wanted to buy a bunch of it, but I said I'll give it to you for free because he's a friend of the channel and he's a friend.
Now this is podcast.
You're gonna hear us jerk off the movie, as I said.
You think this is funny? Yeah, is this funny?
Now this is podcasting.
One of their euphemisms of someone's dying is they went over yonder.
Now this is podcasting.
He rubs that coke all over his wound and then just goes back out to war like a good soldier.
Now this is podcasting.
To me, like, do you remember this face?
Now this is podcasting. Now this is podcasting.
I saw his asshole fly through his mouth. Hell yeah, man.
Now this is podcasting.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Now This Is Podcasting. We have a very, I don't know, I guess like special, sad, whatever you want to call it, episode
Somber.
today. Somber. It's going to be a beautiful episode. This is Shem. I'm joined by my my colleagues here in the Now This Is family.
Colleagues?
Mike and Sean.
Does that mean I got like a college degree?
No.
Oh.
But then from our rogue of villains,
Colleague.
we have Joe. Hello,
Yeah,
Joe.
let's go, baby.
Joe, you're looking good, man. It looks like you've healed up pretty
You
good.
been touching your toes, bud?
I've lost about a few liters of blood, but other than that, doctor says that I'll have my memory back in a few years.
I thought you did something. You took a look, off the top. It looks good
A
on you.
little bit, a little buzz.
It looks good, buddy.
You guys kind of left me there.
It's a good look for you.
I
Yeah,
woke
you're
up
fine.
like 5 hours later, and you guys had left the studio. So I had to call an Uber, but I didn't have any money on my card. So now, I've lost a lot of money because I got overdraft fees.
You know what, Joe? I'm gonna cut you off right there. I'm sorry about the overdraft fees. Take it up with my lawyer. His name is Joe, and but yeah, we don't care about your finances, Joe. Let's just be honest. As I said in the beginning of this introduction to our episode, it is going to be a bit of a somber episode. It is.
Next time you want to use my pool, I'll remember that.
We are discussing the movie Mask of the Phantasm, which came out in 1993.
Let's go.
And it's a Batman movie. There you go, Mike. It was directed by Eric Radomski and Bruce Timm, and it was written by Alan Burnett, Paul Dini, Martin Pascoe, and Michael Reeves. And of course, this movie stars Kevin Conroy as Batman, Dana Delaney as Andrea Beaumont, and Mark Hamill as the Joker. So the reason why we're doing this is because on November 10th, Kevin Conroy, the guy that was the voice of Batman,
the legend,
literally our entire childhoods, our entire lives, passed away.
Oh, what? It was a week ago.
That was a week ago, yeah.
Friday.
I didn't even know he was sick.
It's crazy.
So
no, every time I go to bed and wake up, one of my heroes dies. So like I've just not been sleeping.
But I'm still here, baby.
I know. Yeah. That's why I'm
So
not
stay
sleeping.
awake.
I'm not sleeping for you.
Villains never die, baby.
So per IMDb, the movie had an estimated budget of $6 million, and it grossed $5,635,204 worldwide.
It's gross. How much?
As I said, it grossed $5,635,204.
Okay, but I got it. Sounds like a failure, but that was back in the VHS era, where they pretty much 6 months later after the initial release and all the buzz goes, you get another boost because that's how it went back in those days. Unlike
this is also the first DC movie that was animated movie that was ever put in theaters. I think it's the only
DC.
Only
DC
those
animated
numbers,
movie.
that's why it was the only.
That number was not great. Yeah,
we didn't appreciate it back then. That's what it was. Yeah.
No Black Panther Part 2.
I saw this in theaters.
You didn't even say the right name.
It's close enough. So if you want to watch Mask of the Phantasm, you can stream it on HBO Max if you have a subscription. If not, you're going to have to rent it or buy it on like Amazon, YouTube, Google Play.
Go to your local Blockbuster and
or you can be a cool guy
Betamax.
and go to Hollywood Video.
Ooh, Hollywood
Are we
Video.
promoting illegal streaming?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing right now?
I used to have
Hollywood Video? No, that was a real thing.
Yeah, Hollywood Video was the GOAT, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Oh,
forgot
is that
about
like a
Hollywood
movie
Video.
rental place?
Yeah, and they had Game
Oh,
Crazy
shit,
attached
really?
to it at first. It was pretty
Yeah,
lit.
I only had Blockbuster and New Video News. So.
Wow. Look at this affluent neighborhood with Blockbuster Video.
Yeah, right? Well, speaking of affluent neighborhoods, Sean, I got a question.
What it is, man?
Can we kick it?
I guess so, yeah. Oh, man, all right. So, Mask of the Phantasm. Okay, I didn't realize that was my
Slight
cue to
moment,
go. I
slight
was waiting.
We'll edit it in post.
It's been a minute, I know. But stop grieving, man. Think.
So, last year when we talked to... Oh, was that this year?
This year.
Season when we talked about the Batman, I said that this was my favorite Batman movie. And this movie's really good. But as the kids would say, that was a cap. There's other Batman movies that I like a little bit more than this one. We got Batman Under the Red Hood. We got pretty much a lot of different things here. So this one's pretty tight, but it's also dope. But I voted that we watched Flashpoint. That's what I said we should have did. And then everybody here is like Mask of the Phantasm.
Dude, Kevin Conroy's not even in Flashpoint.
He is in the
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint.
5 lines.
It's about 8 minutes, but he's in it. Things happen, but
No.
So I protest everybody, for all the listeners at home, the millions and millions of people listening at home. Thank you very much, Joe.
At home.
I did not watch this movie today, but I have watched it approximately. I'm sorry.
How could you?
How could
Just
I?
watch
How could I?
these
How
movies.
could I?
Joe even
Pretty
watched
easy. I
this.
just didn't.
I forgive you.
But I did play
Podcast.
something else that he was in. Y'all want to take a guess?
Was it like
Batman.
a porno?
It was what?
Was it like a porno? Oh, no, that was Adam West. That was in a porno. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, wrong Batman.
Conroy's
dog.
classy.
Arkham. He was in the Arkham games, right?
You didn't play any.
I actually didn't play
Lego
anything with him
Batman?
in it yesterday.
You didn't
I'm
play
just-
the Arkham games?
I'm just no. I played those up in the past.
Oh,
I said
okay.
yesterday. Calm down, Joe. Calm down.
Yesterday,
You know what I'm saying?
animated series. What'd you watch? Did you
Nothing.
watch
I
the
just
animated
said I capped. It was a lie. I didn't watch
Fuck,
anything
dude.
with a
Why
minute.
you gonna set
But
me up like that?
I respect it. I did, however, watch on Instagram Reels because I'm too grown to watch TikTok. The scene where Joker beats the fuck out of the Phantasm.
Yeah.
And
With the baloney?
Gives her that
gave her
1-2
those
combo.
fucking hands. Joker is a problem in these streets and needs to be solved. That's what I got out of it.
Mark
But
Hamill's
Mike-
Joker definitely had hand-to-hand combat training.
Absolutely. Mike, I got a question for you.
Por qué?
Can you ask Shim if we can kick it?
Certainly I can.
Okay.
Shem, Sean wants me to ask you if we can kick it.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay, Shem, can we kick it?
I'm gonna kick
Of
it to
course.
you from
Okay,
Sean.
there you go. There you go.
All right, cool.
This is like
So
divorced
I-
parents communicating through Shembury. You know?
Yeah, no. So does that mean I go? I think I go now.
Yeah, you go now.
Just do what Sean
so-
tells you to do.
Fuck yeah.
I will.
They seen
I will.
anyone?
I don't want mom
Are they
and dad
happy
to fight
without me?
anymore.
Is that what it is?
This is going in the
Might be.
You're
report.
gonna tell me.
This is. Be careful.
You can tell me.
I love this movie. It's been a while since I had seen it, so getting to watch it.
marry it?
I have. You weren't invited to the wedding. I'm Josh Peck. You're Drake Bell. Okay.
Ooh.
Does that mean he's a scale? I was like,
In more ways than one, Joe. In more ways than one.
This is not your dad's Josh Peck. This is
This is not your
bad Josh Peck.
grandfather's Drake and Josh.
Good, Chris. Good, Chris. But yeah, no, it was nice rewatching this movie because like I forgot how much of a noir film it actually is. You know, that movie is so goddamn classy. Like they do so much with. There's not even like real lighting in it, but they do so much to just like mimic, you know, those old noir films like Casablanca or like The
face
Maltese
shadowing.
Falcon. Yeah, like the face shadowing and just like some of the scenes, like the scene
of
of
silhouettes.
her at the end, Andrea Beaumont. She's at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert! She's on a boat, and just like the way that she's standing there, like in the shadows, and like the dress is blowing and stuff like that. And the guy's like, "Oh, do you want to be alone?" And she's like, "I am." It's like it's so film noir. It's so goddamn good. It fucking made my nipples a little hard, but like, you know, I'll just leave it at that. And like, I don't know, Mark Hamill as the Joker, like you can't beat it. Timeless, yeah. Like it's.
that Joker laugh.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, dude, it's
Nothing-
so good.
nothing
It's
like
so
it.
good.
what? Shall not
Spoiler
love
alert,
Jared
I'm gonna
Leto's
give out an
laugh?
award.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna make you wish you were dead after watching
That hurts
this.
you real good.
Is he laughing like Peter Griffin almost?
That's my Joker laugh. I don't know.
It's the real Joker laugh.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
if
the
he
real
did that, but it's great. It might be better than his.
But yeah, no, the movie's great. It's like it definitely takes someplace in between season 1 and season 2 of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is that you get like an origin story for Batman in there as well, but it's not the same origin story. Like they go
They
around
tweak
like,
it.
okay, his parents are dead. You know, like we know that, and like you get like a little bit of Batman year 1, almost like the Batman, like the movie that came out in March, where it's like you know, he's trying to be Batman, but he's not quite sure what he's doing just yet, and then he falls in love, and then he gets burned, you know, and this woman just gives his ring back, and she takes off with her dad to go into hiding because her dad's involved with mobsters and all that, and then that's what like pushes him over the edge, and he's like, all right, I want to become Batman.
That's not even
Like,
a burn. Like she didn't just leave him and go date another guy. Like her father was in. They probably were gonna kidnap her and kill her. Like she took a reasonable
but he's
reason.
Batman. But he's Batman.
He wasn't Batman yet.
To be fair, he didn't know that at the
2
time,
days
though.
before,
Yeah, Bruce was a bitch.
2 days.
Batman's
He didn't know that at the
Bruce
time,
is a
though.
hoe.
He didn't know it until she
They
came back
almost
as the
got
Phantasm.
mugged. They almost got mugged, and this motherfucker runs on top of a motorcycle and kicks a dude in the face. You think she's gonna be scared after
She's
watching
like,
that?
oh, this guy's got
fucking,
me.
Enough to
That's how you
leave.
protect your lady.
I'm just gonna say,
That's my
she-
alpha male. But
he was
like,
such
he
an
didn't
alpha
know
that she
all
left.
that. He didn't know that she was involved in the mob and stuff until she
No, she
came
had no
back.
idea. Yeah.
Until
I got
she
one
came back as
question.
the
One question, and we
Phantasm.
can move on.
Uh-huh.
If he was so fucking tough, why did his parents die? Why didn't he protect them? Huh?
What do you
No
want
defense.
from him?
Oh,
That's a
I
good
want
point.
you.
Dude, everyone
he's
just
so tough.
shadows over Batman's trauma like it's
Yeah,
nothing.
he's so
Yeah, no
prepared.
big deal.
So
not
prepared.
prepared
You
enough.
know who had it hard was
Hasn't
that
shown him this.
Green Arrow guy.
No
Being
much
all
prep.
rich
However
and
much
having
prep
both his
time you
parents-
give him, his
He
parents
was on
still
an
died.
island.
Let's go.
He also needs to kind of get over it. I mean, I feel like
does.
He's fucking
Really, both of them.
70 at this point. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't care.
Yeah.
Your
Too
parents
old.
died. You're not an
70?
orphan anymore. You're grown. Your grandparents.
Oh,
Yeah,
open it up back
he's
to
a
her
grown
bank
man
accounts.
who made a vow to not let that happen to anyone else.
And fucking keep kidnapping orphans and putting them in danger. But we'll talk about that later.
Well, and he also spies on her. He's like, I could be beating up a criminal.
That's not in this movie, so.
Well, he spies on her though. He like watches her eat a nice macaroni dinner at a restaurant instead of like he's like, I will never let this happen to anyone else.
He's the
Unless I
only
spy on my
person
woman.
in this chat who's ever watched an X through binoculars.
Mike, stop incriminating yourself, man.
The law
Wait,
of
really?
statutes.
No one? All right. Well, apparently you guys have never been in love, so that's fine.
I guess not.
Was that you that I saw outside my house the other day?
No, dude. No, with you, I'm standing outside with a boombox
Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah.
playing Miss New Booty.
I don't know. One of the things that I really like about this movie too is that it's
Batman
good.
bones.
It's nice when Batman bones. Batman definitely fucks in this movie, which
definitely.
We need more of that in our lives. And I like when they have Batman stories that are focused on him being a detective, and that's what this story was. Like that's why I really liked the Batman. That's why I really like this. Like the Christopher Nolan movies are great, but like he's not really a detective.
It's mainly
in
just
those,
them
you know what I
reacting to
mean?
having a Batman.
Yeah, and like Batman Forever, he's not a detective in that either. But like Nicole Kidman won my heart over when I was 3 years old, so it'll always be my favorite Batman movie. But that's besides the point. Like it's just boiling acid. Like that's like a line in the movie. It's great.
Acid?
Yeah, like how can you not? But like Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are just so goddamn iconic as Batman and the Joker. And this is Mark Hamill post Luke Skywalker, obviously, and just at this point he's like, I don't know what I'm ever going to do. Like, what am I going to do? Become Jake Skywalker? Probably not. Like, let me just become the Joker.
Give it
It's the
another
next best
20
thing.
years, I'll get there.
Yeah,
I'll need the
so-
money.
And that's it. That's all I have. Fantastic movie. Lots of themes. Definitely. And there's lots of mirroring in the movie as well, like between the Joker and Batman, and then like Andrea Beaumont / the Phantasm and Batman as well, where like the two of them, like she sees the death of her father, and like Alfred has a line at the end where he's like, every night I worry that you're not gonna,
You're gonna fall into that
you're
abyss.
you're gonna fall into the abyss that she's in. And he's like, not even you and your love could like pull her out of that. Like she's gone. Like you just gotta let it go, man. Like it's not your fault.
Don't
Alfred
put your
really
dick in
had
crazy,
his,
Mr. Batman.
Don't fuck crazy, Bruce.
I used to wipe your ass, and
that's what he
I've
said
told
at
you for
the-
years.
In the
Cheerio.
screenplay, it's like Alfred leans down to Bruce to console him and says in a very parenting voice, "Don't fuck crazy, Bruce," and then fade to dark. Yeah, but Alfred had his Silent Bob moment there at the end. It was,
He did.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, how about this? I got a question.
Yeah. What's
Can
your
we kick
question?
Whoa.
Sure can.
Can we kick it?
We can.
Oh,
we
fuck
could
yeah.
kick it. We could kick it. Oh, we could definitely kick it. This is, after rewatching it, one of my favorite Batman movies. I believe. I forgot how much I loved it.
rank it. Where you putting it at? I want to know.
Rank it? I
Rank
can't
it on
remember
Mount
because
Rushmore?
I would have to recall the other rankings. But as far as animated Batman movies go, I would put this top
Top one.
3. Yeah, I could say
it
number
can't be one. Other than Red
Wait,
Hood's
why didn't
over
we
there.
watch number one? Why did we watch that instead of number one then?
What?
Because
he's
he's
not
not
in
in
Sean's
Under the
number
Red
one.
Hood.
Oh, so how good is he?
Yeah.
He's not that good, apparently.
Under the Red Hood isn't even in the animated series, though. I don't think that's the
I don't
same
give a fuck
kind of
about being in
universe.
an animated series. It's a better movie. That's all I gotta say. But we're talking about Kevin.
I don't know if
Rest
it's a
in peace.
better movie. We'll leave that discussion for another day. But this is
Pull up, Mike.
one of the
Pull up.
earliest movies I remember seeing in theaters. I was actually talking about it last night. That this came out in 92?
93.
93.
It came out on Christmas Day, 1993.
Yeah, dude. It's like...
For the whole OJ thing.
Anyway, back to my minute. Or
Truth
me
Social,
kicking
baby.
Yo, man.
Yeah, I don't get a minute. Sorry, I forgot. That's Sean's thing. Sean gets a minute. I just get to ramble incoherently.
Yeah. pretty much.
But yeah, this was one of the first movies I actually remember seeing in theaters and having a memory of it. Specifically the opening, because at the time in the 90s, the animation wasn't anywhere near obviously what it is now. But seeing that opening where it like fades in and you get to see like Gotham, being a fan of the animated series, that was like very enveloping at that time, because it was like, it felt like you were in Gotham. And yeah, I mean, this movie is just a solid just movie. Like, honestly, the pacing is beautiful in it. You get so much as an origin story too, as far as Batman goes, and Andrea, and even the Joker. You get a little bit of a little origin story with him too. How he was working for the mob before he became the Joker, and that's how he knew all the gangsters that were getting taken out. I also respected the brutality of it and the realism because like this is like, dude, people are getting offed in this movie, and like this is like I'm 3 watching this shit. You know, I'm watching a guy get crushed by a fucking tombstone. Like she's going
pretty cool.
off. You know, there's so many adult themes in this like kids cartoon. Like he's sitting there talking
And
to
Batman's boning. I don't know if you mentioned
dude.
that. but
Yeah,
Bones
Batman,
multiple
like,
times.
yeah.
And Alpha keeps
and
walking
it
in.
was a very questionable way of initiating said boning. You know,
Every time Alfred
Some
is
might
like
say,
watching his
man.
cheeks.
some might say it was, you know, non-consensual.
Batman definitely would have got canceled.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that first
Yeah.
time, yeah. He
Yeah.
abused the shit out of her, and then he was
Yeah.
like, "Let's fuck," and she's like, "I'm afraid to say no."
She gave that
No,
look to
she doesn't say
Alfred, like,
I.
this
She
isn't
says, "I'm
happening."
afraid to say no," and then Alfred walks in, just looking at Batman's ass cheeks, going like that.
It's like, oh, Master Bruce. Oh dear.
I see we're not doing squats, Master
I'm
Bruce.
gonna go play Monopoly. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a scene
By
where
himself? Who plays
he's
Monopoly by
literally,
himself? That's weird.
huh?
He's like, I'm gonna go play Monopoly. That's weird. No one plays Monopoly by themselves. Continue.
Alfred does. Who else does he?
He
hang
was
out
on the,
with? Ace the
NES.
Bat Hound. There's no
Man.
Robin at this point, so
You could play it on video games. They have,
Not
on
back
the
then.
NES.
It's 19
Yo, dude, the NES.
Who was he playing with the
1993.
computer?
Yeah, that's what I used to do as a kid. I used to have Monopoly for the NES.
that's
Oh,
a very,
lonely
very
Joe
lonely
playing it
life,
by
Joe.
himself.
I feel
There's
so
Gertrude
bad for you.
and
I walk a lonely Joe.
you guys are missing out. That game actually, when you lost and you go bankrupt, it's like the scariest fucking image as a kid. It's just like the Monopoly man pulling like a cartoon fish bone
Dude, as an adult,
out of a garbage.
Yeah, go
I'd
bankrupt
probably
right now.
as an
No,
adult, it's
no, I
way
can't
more
go back.
scary.
Yeah, they actually like
Guaranteed.
pull you out your house and like it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
scariest. Being bankrupt is the scariest fucking thing.
But yeah, there's a point in the movie where he's literally like throwing himself on his parents' grave, talking about like I didn't expect to fall in love, and like all this deep shit. It's like it's different now. It's different now. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, God damn,
Maybe
dude.
I'm the sign.
Yeah, like I'm like, dude, this is
I didn't
not
think I'd be
the same
happy.
shit. This is not the same shit you get from cartoons nowadays. As far as like for kids, because obviously like this was meant for kids at the time. But yeah, I mean the realism of it, dealing with death and like love and loss and all this stuff. It's just a really, really beautiful movie, and it's a good Batman movie because it gives you a good origin and all that. And it's not the same origin; it's a very like different kind of twist on it. And yeah, it's one of the best Batman movies I think I've ever seen. So
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
it's definitely one of my faves. So Joe, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Can we kick it?
this was highly unexpected.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was my first time watching it last night. Oh yes, you can kick it. I forgot. You can kick it.
Can we kick it?
Just like I'm not used to this.
Is this
Yeah.
your first
Yeah.
time kicking it?
Yeah, so I think maybe. at
Well,
least
I was like,
I'm
why are we
allergic
kicking it to
to
him?
contraceptives. So
Oh, child stuff is bad.
I have like 20 minutes of material on that.
of
All
contraceptives,
right. Yeah, I can't use that.
No,
you can use it.
Batman doesn't wear rubbers.
So
Yeah.
he does not. There's no way he pulled out a condom when he boned her the first time. Or the
He's like,
second
"Do you
time.
have protection?" He's like, "I'm allergic to latex."
It's actually
Bam, 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 bam.
it was pretty good. The first time. I like the theme. Some of the themes that I got from that movie was like the Batman theme. First off, was a theme I got from that.
Theme song.
Yep, and then there's the theme after the movie. This typical '90s like soft piano. For no reason, every movie, no matter, like they would have a movie, and then after the movie would be like the really cool song. You get all fucking pumped up. You're like, yeah, the fucking movie just ended. You know what I mean? You're like, you're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese and stuff.
Not back
and then
then.
the second song is. No, but that's the first song. The second song then it becomes like the Doobie Brothers, like a slow Doobie Brothers song. Well, we don't know.
It's like something that would play at the end of Beauty and the Beast during the credits.
It was the second song. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
the first song after Beauty and the Beast probably a banger.
So
Second song,
this is
slow garbage.
Christmas.
Whoa,
Yeah, that's right. That sounded like Bjork.
that was John Lennon.
No, that was Bjork Lennon.
Oh man,
Oh, sorry,
It was Bjork
forgot.
John Lennon.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
That was his wife's name, Bjork Lennon. Yeah, so the rest, it was the third act was a little out there. There was, like, I don't know what was happening because they were kind of merging like the past and the present, and I'm too stupid for timelines in movies that don't have a very clear break. I needed to say 30 years ago. I'm not that kind of guy to pick up on that because Bruce also looked the same. Like when he was running around in like
his hair was sleeker when he was younger.
Yeah. Come on.
Once again, like I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying it wasn't obvious to you. I'm saying you're of a different intelligence than me, and for me that wasn't enough. I needed big bold letters that said 20 years ago. And because I was like, why is he? I was like, did he like give up?
You're the kind of movie
now?
watcher I hate. I just want you to know that. Continue.
I like my movies Marvel. I like the real Avenger here was Batman. Everyone knows it.
He's a revenger, yeah.
But like that third act was just a little chaotic for me, and it was a little too messy.
And it's also very comic booky.
How was it? How was it messy, Joe? Can you expand?
Miles of bombs.
Yeah, this is that I put up randomly. It's like I've been waiting for this.
The Joker was like, first off, like the Joker comes in and like everyone's like afraid of the Joker, and like I didn't really realize that he was even at Joker's place, and it was a meeting until like 2 minutes into the scene. I just didn't understand it. Once again, I can't really comment on the movie. I'm not a movie guy. I liked that movie. That's about it. I also didn't take a single note.
You just commented on the movie. How do you mean you can't comment on the movie?
I can make fun of it. I can make fun of certain parts of it.
Joe, tag me in real quick. I got you.
Hold on. Well, wait. No, because there's like the scene with like the whole relationship was super creepy between like the lead woman and Batman. Like they just stalking each other at their dead parents' graves. They're talking like, I mean, I guess talking is normal, I guess, but
they're both psychotically broken.
Yeah.
Yes. Psychotically broken for sure, but the fact that they also assaulted each other and then had sex immediately after, domestic abuse.
That's pretty much what happened in the Batman, except they didn't hook up.
That's normalizing that kind of behavior, and
it's gross.
I'm getting ready to
cancel Batman.
We should. DC, please cancel Batman. It's annoying.
Just kill him like in the most graphic way, like have him get punctured by like some building.
Dude, he gets eaten by like. I think a zombie and deceased.
That's not good enough. Yeah. Unless it's like Dawn of the Dead, like ripped out like organs and stuff. That would be cool. What kind of way would you want? I'm thinking like of funny ways that Batman could die. And one would be like
if you ever read Injustice, Dick Grayson dies by falling on a pebble.
That's kind of funny.
It's the lamest shit in the world.
What does he do?
Damien throws something at him and hits him in the head, and then he falls down and breaks his neck.
On a pebble?
I was like, he gets like the concussion knockout and then snaps his neck. Legally distinct from dying.
It's the lamest shit in the world.
It must be so much fun to be a comic book writer. But like, how do I want this guy to die? Yes, let's have him have his finger shoved up his ass while pooping, and then it gets under his fingernail, and the bacteria infects him.
That's how Thanos.
That's how I got my powers.
Yeah.
The Thanos one was boring. He just snapped and then half of life disappears. It wasn't even cool. People turned into like screensaver icons and then just disappeared. It wasn't really that cool. Yeah,
I want Batman to die by doing what we should have happened to Thanos. Like Ant-Man should have went up Thanos' butt and expanded. So we're going to have Adam do it to Batman to DC and just...
That's not bad.
We should do it for his penis and make his penis gigantic for like a week. He's like, I don't know. The doctor's like, I don't know what's going on in there.
Adam's stuck.
This looks like a watermelon.
Ray
now.
Palmer's stuck in his urethra, just like.
And like the first day of it.
Zone.
Yeah, it should increase gradually. So the first day, he's like, God damn, my dick looks bigger. Like, shit. I'm just doing good. Then like week 2, he's like, this may be concerning.
That's a small person. There's a small person.
Cut to him in like a doctor robe. Like, this is a doc. This is embarrassing. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like, you got a superhero in your dick. I don't know what to tell you, guy.
He's like, it's over his fucking shoulder, carrying it in. He's like, Doc, this is getting ridiculous.
Have you been swimming in the Nile at all recently?
Got Ebola of the penis.
Because sometimes Ray Palmer just pops up. Just happens. So here's some penicillin and rosary, and you go home. All right? Hey, tell your mom I said hello. Oh, wait, yeah.
She dead. Big dead.
Do you think he pays a copay, or he's like, this is ridiculous, I gotta pay $20?
He's a billionaire. He's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He doesn't care. He just doesn't want his penis exploding.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah,
You just get a robo-dick after, anyway. Lucius Fox would be like, then he'd be like, "Does it come in black?"
It needs to be gray like the original outfit. Damn it.
Right?
Adam
Gray
West
with like
Batman.
a blue tint.
It took me a second. I was like, oh. Oh.
Bringing inappropriate humor to the podcast since 2020.
Yeah, ish.
One.
Those are my thoughts on the movie. I wouldn't watch it again. I mean, Kevin Conroy, rest in peace. Or whatever you want to do with your afterlife is your choice.
I hope
if he wants to burn in hell forever, that's up to him.
No, I get to regulate his body while he's dead.
Okay,
It's been a new vote, and I get to pick what everybody does in hell.
Yeah.
Okay. So is he in hell?
I can neither confirm or deny. My client has doubted in hell.
You imply that he's in hell.
Breaking
news.
Come on.
Breaking news, Kevin Conroy in hell.
According to Joe, apparently.
This is tasteless. Tasteless, Sean. I can't believe that you would
Randy
suggest
Orton could
that.
say that about Eddie Guerrero, but I can't say it about Kevin.
This in memoriam has
Is it a word?
deteriorated into
It
just
has.
like
It is.
That's what you get for
Penis
kicking
jokes.
it over to me.
I'm
Next time
just
you
right.
learn your lesson.
I'm
Yeah,
never
never
kicking
again.
it to Joe ever again.
Never.
Next segment's
Never.
called Joe. Can we not kick it? I'm just gonna mute you.
That's not a bad idea.
You know what we should do for the
Well-
next segment for like kicking it with Joe is we just randomly mute him throughout his his diatribe or whatever he's saying, and then we just see if we can piece it together.
Oh, like we did with your microphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, kinda.
Yes,
Kinda.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
almost exactly like that.
Joe, you need worse bandwidth.
It sucks that Kevin Conroy died because he's the voice of Batman.
Yeah.
He did it for. If you go to his IMDb, like he did like a couple of like one episode in this and like one episode in this, like in the like late '80s, like early '90s or whatever.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, like once he does the voice of Batman, like that is literally his
That's
career.
it.
For
He's
30
fucking
years.
Batman
He is
after that.
Batman.
It's
Yeah,
a good career to have.
yeah.
I mean, like he's
know.
the earliest rendition of the character that I was introduced to. So like he was, like Mask of the Phantasm is one of the earliest movies I think I remember. Obviously, but like yeah, I mean the animated series is just beautiful. Like all of it, it's so just well done.
Then he even played him in like the better series, Superman the animated series. you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
No.
That's true.
Oh yeah, Justice League was great. You're right.
Justice
No,
League was great as
Superman
well.
animated series is better than Batman.
Justice
animated
League
series.
Unlimited.
But this is not what we're
Unlimited
here
was
for.
amazing too.
That's not what we're here.
We're not
for.
here,
We're here to talk about Kevin.
We're not
Conroy.
here to tell the better stories, but
The better stories.
Yeah, Mike and I were talking about this yesterday, and it's like I wonder if Mark Hamill's like actually going to finally retire as the Joker now that Kevin Conroy died.
There's-
I don't like.
DC's
I
gonna
don't
throw
know.
him a bag.
I
and
mean,
he's
first
gonna
of
be
all,
like,
is like, dude, who you gonna get to play like opposite of him? Because no matter what, people are gonna be pissed.
this man
They're gonna
came
be
back
like-
to play Luke Skywalker. I don't think he has.
That'd
a
be like
bunch of
replacing
morals.
Han Solo and then just going on with like the rest of the cast and being like, no one will notice. Like,
We might not.
They did that with Dumbledore, though, didn't they?
They
like,
did.
Dumbledore
They did.
die
yeah,
and
but
they're
like
"Get a new
Dumbledore
one."
was in like 2 movies and Harry Potter wasn't even like a like.
Come on,
I wanna
don't
say it
go
was
there.
like-
Harry Potter was huge.
Nah, people stand over that.
Yeah,
People-
that
I
was
don't
their-
think it was
that
a
people's
legitimate film
personality even
franchise
back
at that
then.
point, though.
Shit,
Really? You think?
shit.
People love it, man. People
I
like
know
go
they
like
love it, but like
they get
Dude,
sorted
the
into
movie
houses.
franchise started before the books were even done.
yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, so people love that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was at the midnight release for the 4th book.
I was there for the 5th and the 6th.
You guys are fucking nerds.
I didn't finish
Yeah.
it though. I was like, wait a second, why am I
Yo,
fucking
Harry
reading?
Potter fans, come get me, you little bitches.
I only watched 1 and 2
You
as a
muggle-ass
kid, and then I was
punks.
done. I was like, why are we still going?
I saw the troll in the girls' bathroom and I thought that was disgusting, you know?
Mike's like,
What
that
kind
looks
of fucking
familiar. That looks
pervert
like me.
would hide out in
Harvey
the girls'
Weinstein.
bathroom? Like,
I
straight
did
up.
like the
God.
horror
Oh,
elements
God.
in
This
the
episode
second.
is devolving. This episode is devolving. Joe just goes Harvey Weinstein. I talk about
What? Why is this my fault? I'm not
It's
the one talking about
100%
trolls
your
in
fault,
bathrooms.
dude.
I
It's
referenced
essentially Harvey
TJs.
Weinstein.
You were
I
shitting
referenced
on Batman.
TJs.
Batman,
and going,
This is
what is happening? We just got
this episode is
Joe's
going well.
down three.
this episode's going well. Don't worry, we'll cut some stuff down. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman animated series.
Garg. Oh no.
That's too bad there wasn't an Aquaman series.
It was.
I don't know
but
if
that
that
was.
was
Oh.
Superman up there over.
Oh,
the-
what
it's
is
not
the
really
highest
animated
grossing
series.
DC movie of all time?
What is
It's Aquaman.
Aquaman?
Aquaman, bitch.
It's Aquaman.
Batman
really
had
Aquaman?
What is it
37
with
attempts.
inflation? We should check
And?
inflation.
37 attempts, and Aquaman sits at the top, baby.
It was a
That's
dark
because
time for
most
movies.
of the people who went to that were 45-year-old women who wanted to see Jason Momoa's abs. All right?
Oh,
Don't fucking
and
give
Batman
me this shit.
people
Magic
are
Mike effect.
edgy 20-something-year-olds.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Everybody was
different.
going
I'm
to see
just
that
like
for
him.
Robert Pattinson's acting skills.
I'm broken
Okay.
as shit, but I'm a fucking billionaire like Batman.
That's true.
He's in the house now. He's in the house.
I am in
Thank
the
you very
house.
much.
I got the house.
You are so eagled out, man. It's incredible.
He
I
is.
love it, dude.
No.
I
8-1.
actually do.
I actually have to
No.
sell all this because we just lost. So
Yeah, I did lose terrible to a great franchise owned by a great man.
yeah, I mean, Taylor Heineke can celebrate like throwing a game-winning touchdown, like, but he still wakes up and is owned by Dan Snyder. So yeah, fuck him. Fuck that piece of shit.
Ah, they hurt you real
Him
good,
and
didn't
his
they, Mike?
blank stare.
All right, let's jump back on topic.
Yeah. We got like. 10
That's
minutes
definitely
left.
usable, though. We can use that.
Some of
Yeah,
it.
we'll use it. We'll use it. We'll even have this in there too.
Keep the fuck
No,
Taylor
don't do
Heineke
that.
part.
Mike didn't like it last time. He was like, I thought you were going to cut this bullshit out. And I was like, I agree, but Shem is out of his fucking mind.
I was
Yeah.
confused because you're like, we're gonna cut it, and then it's just there.
Like, no, we're not.
I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I say. I'm like, nah, fuck that. So
I was like, I didn't know if we just missed it or Shem was just, I don't want to do that.
No, I literally say, Joe's like, oh, we gotta cut that. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
I told you. I asked him. I've noted every single time we're like, are we going to cut this? And every single time I was met with a no.
Anytime Joe mentions it, it's a no. So you just stop mentioning it, Joe.
In the recording, I said that we weren't gonna cut it. It's fine. They knew. They knew what was coming. They're like,
If you don't start talking about Batman right now, I'm going to loop that sex scene over and over again on my screen.
that's actually not a bad idea. You should. Do
I'm not
that.
against
This is
that.
gonna be- No, it's just Alfred
talking
watching them
about-
fuck.
Oh,
We were
nah.
talking about Mark Hamill.
Him cucking.
You're right. Mark Hamill did come back to play Jake Skywalker, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same that it would be. What? That's what Luke Skywalker called himself. I mean,
That's
Mark
true.
Hamill.
Mark Hamill did
Called
say
himself
that.
Jake.
Skywalker.
Yeah,
Lucas
Jake
Skywalker. Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
Jake Skywalker.
But it's just like, I don't know. It would be weird having Mark Hamill and not Kevin Conroy
It doesn't make sense.
there, like opposite as Batman. Or at the very least, he shouldn't play the Joker anymore. Because like they have a couple of things that are related to the like animated series. They were actually just working on a show, weren't they, for HBO Max? Like a
I think they were
continuation of
bringing
it?
back a continuation of the animated series. There was
was
talks
Kevin-
of it. I think it got scrapped, though.
Everything
one
got
of the things
scrapped.
that got-
dude.
Obviously, it's scrapped now, but
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, if Mark Hamill's going to finish out anything with the Joker for that, like that's fine. But they got to stop. Like that universe is now like
done. You
done.
can't.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you could have Mike Myers fill in like how he did for Chris Farley and Shrek.
You know what they need is they need a Corey. They need a
do need a
Corey,
Corey.
in the house for Batman.
I think they have a Dick Grayson, which could serve as a Corey, I guess.
Fingers crossed he doesn't
Let's
break
go.
his neck on a pebble.
Go Corey.
Give my boy
Right.
Dick some love, baby.
It's true. I mean, they could
That
do
would be
it.
a
I mean,
bad
he
idea.
takes
Have him
care.
take
He
over.
takes over in the comic books at one point as Batman for a while.
Yeah,
And-
that's after Batman dies in was it Final Crisis?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we just
We're here
saw-
to talk about Gotham Knights. Oh, sorry.
That's all. We have not played that
No,
yet.
is he in that? Is Batman in Gotham Knights? Because that's in the Arkham
not
universe,
Conroy,
right?
though.
No, it's
I
a
think
different
he's a
universe,
sneak
though.
at the end.
It is a
Actually,
different universe. There was talks that it was gonna. I guess the Suicide Squad one is supposed to be set in the Arkham universe, but
Oh, okay.
I don't see how
oh,
they do that.
evil
now.
Superman again. We love
Yeah.
to see it.
Dude, evil Superman is a provocative idea.
It's not. It's fucking lame.
It is. It's pretty provocative though. That's why there's so many of them.
No, it's lame,
Batman?
and for people
not
who
lame.
don't get Superman, it's easy.
I don't know. I love seeing evil Superman.
You're basic.
Evil Superman is cool.
I'm basic.
Mildly
basic.
evil
I'm
Superman.
a basic white bitch. Right.
You
now
are.
for
I see
Superman.
the Eagles in your
I'm a
room.
basic
You like
white bitch.
Batman.
Oh my God.
You're
Goddamn
fucking
right.
basic.
I'm gonna get
He's
the
ripping you
Superman
apart, man.
poster with him just like ripping the American flag.
Hey, Mike, I have a question.
Hey.
What's your favorite iteration of Kevin Conroy as Batman?
Who's Kevin
My
Conroy?
favorite iteration. I gotta
Yeah.
go Arkham. Oh god damn it, that's hard. Arkham series, I guess. The games.
The only ones I know, baby.
I mean,
I want you to pick one specific game. Don't give me the games. No, I need one specific
Sean's
game.
his
ready.
performance
Ready.
doesn't get better or worse throughout the games.
That's
but, like,
that's called
Arkham
a
Knight.
cop out,
It's
Mike.
Arkham Knight,
yeah,
Sean.
it's
It's the
gotta
best
be
one.
Arkham
Why?
Knight.
No,
Why
Arkham
is it
City.
the best one?
It's Arkham
What's
Knight,
the best
'cause
one?
it's the
Sean?
most complete
The
story.
Arkham- Yeah, getting that motherfucker. You know why? Because Red Hood's there, baby. So that's
It's
why.
true.
That's why
It's
that's the
true.
best one.
It's the best story, I think.
They
But
took
yes,
under the red
it's
hood
not,
and
it
did
has
it.
nothing
That's all
to
they
do
did.
with because of the red hood.
It's because of red
I love
hood.
that Sean's shtick in this thing has been like, I'm gonna shit on Batman, but like every now and then be like, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. But Batman,
Yeah,
Batman's
it's
a bitch.
Yeah.
Batman's a bitch. It's kind of what he is. It's not
If
knocking
Kevin
about it.
Conroy would have played Aquaman, you'd be fucking crying right now.
It would have been such good entertainment. But unfortunately, we were born in the era where Batman was like super cool to people for some unknown
Batman
reason.
is always cool in any era. So
I mean, it's just
That's
America
true.
really loving rich white guys. That's really it. That's all it shows.
I hate rich.
He's
white
just a
guys.
regular rich guy like me.
He's Elon Musk in a suit. That's all he really
He
would be.
fucking fights crime though. Elon
Elon
Musk
Musk
don't
probably
fight crime.
fights crime out here right now.
Well,
Who
when
knows?
the fuck was Elon Musk ever fucking like fought crime?
No, check Twitter. He probably said something.
Yeah, check Twitter. Exactly.
That's how he's fighting. That's how he's cleaning up the streets. I'm cleaning up the streets of Twitter. He
He
just
said he gonna
wears
get
a
rid of
Bat-
bots.
He just
It's
wears a
about the same.
Batman suit when he goes to the office.
He never bones in front of his
He's
butt.
like,
I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you that.
ban this one.
He definitely bones in front of
Let's
his
make
mother.
it $40 to get verified.
I think my favorite iteration of Kevin Conroy is in Batman Beyond.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
A good one too. It is. A
It's
good
also
one.
a better movie. Return of the Joker, better than Phantasm.
Why don't
That's actually
yeah.
pretty close. That's
But
pretty
that's
close.
also
I'm
a
not
movie
gonna
he's only really in for like 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
okay,
But
more than
he's-
5.
yeah.
It's like actually 15. Too,
No, he's,
but
he's a supporting character in that. I
Yeah.
in a
think.
Batman movie?
Yeah.
yeah,
lie. Yeah,
He
'cause
plays
it's
old
Batman
Bruce
Beyond.
Wayne.
Batman Beyond. We love Terry McGinnis.
Yeah,
Go.
Yeah,
we
Terry
do.
McGinnis is pretty
Terry's
cool.
the shit.
I was telling Mike this a couple weeks ago. There was going to be
Don't share
a
secrets.
Batman Beyond Static Shock
Yeah.
crossover coming out in 2023, and I'm going to
Fucking
buy that
hype.
series.
I might actually buy
Yeah.
that. You know.
I'm like, all right, I'm down. The member berries worked. You hit my nostalgia.
You
What's
got me.
up?
Well, Batman Beyond slapped. That
I
theme
remember-
song alone slapped.
Yeah, Batman Beyond is really good. And like Kevin Conroy was, I think that's my favorite one because it's still the Batman from the Batman the Animated Series. It's the same Batman that we just
Yeah.
saw in this movie, but just set in the future.
Just
And I
old
like
man.
the first episode where he's like trying to be Batman, but he's old as fuck.
Yeah,
he's
he
actually
just gets
like
his
you
ass
know,
whooped.
he gets his ass whooped, and it's like I need some
It's
young
like a heart
blood.
attack.
Don't forget to pull out the gun part. And he's like, oh.
Uh-huh. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he does.
That's right.
Yeah.
He shook. He was about to shoot somebody.
He's like, I'm gonna shoot this kid. Let him know.
He lost
Shoot
his
the
way.
fuck out of that
No.
kid.
Honorable
That was one of the
mention
things I
to
noticed in
Justice
this
League.
movie.
Though. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, you.
I
you
just
go, then I'll
love
go.
seeing like the animated series Batman interact with like other DC characters. I always love that.
Justice
That
League and
was
Justice League Unlimited were fucking fire.
That,
Oh,
like that
so
episode
good.
where like that little girl like played pranks on everybody, and then at the end they, he sat on the swings with her because
cool.
she's
And
like,
then
I'm about to
oh
die.
my god, dude.
That was like-
or the episode where he sings the
Batman.
fucking blues.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's a really good one too. With
Dude,
him
Kevin
and-
I've
Conroy
got
was
the
so
blues.
good at catching like the nuances.
Oh,
like
yeah.
as a voice actor, like conveying the emotion that you can only use your voice for. Like he gets
So
all the
good.
sensitive parts of, Bruce Wayne,
And he
he
does
gets
it-
all
yeah.
the fucking.
Like,
you
he
know,
does
and then he is
Bruce Wayne,
Batman.
too.
Like he could turn into.
Yeah.
I'm vengeance.
I am the darkness. Yeah, like he was very, very knowledgeable about the duality of Batman and Bruce Wayne. He was very aware of it.
Even though I
Even in the
hate
Arkham
Batman,
games.
he did really great at that. Like, Batman, I'll say the script for him was mostly too much of the I am justice. It's really some
Yeah.
random rich ass dude who learned karate in a suit running around. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck about that. But if you let me see the
Jeez.
it's aliens out here, it's gods. Like, I don't care about some rich dude. But like
that's
when
the
you let
appeal.
him, he needs to be like how they were like Spider-Man. You like street level. If Batman gets to stay to street level, I'm okay with it. Yeah, Bane's a dude on steroids. Joker's a clown. Fucking love that. Now once you try to push it to him fighting like Superman level villains, that's where you lose me. And when they let him,
Yeah, but he always wins.
is annoying. He's fucking lame. But
Because he's one step
Yeah,
ahead.
when they let Kevin
he's-
just be a human and have good moments,
From Home Alone.
yes, that's Macaulay
Yeah,
Culkin.
yeah,
but,
Joe.
Yeah, but,
So you like the Superman moments with Batman then?
yeah, I like when he's just a fucking common ass person who's like, wow, I can't do
See, those
much.
are the moments that I like with Superman, but the moments I like with Batman are usually the ones where it's like he's defeating the ones that are bigger than him, like the aliens and shit. With Superman, I love it when he's doing like street level shit, when he's like talking a girl down from jumping off of a building. I
Which
love
he
that
does
fucking
more than
comic.
Batman. He does much
Yeah.
like human shit way more
Batman
than
don't
Batman.
give a fuck, dude. Batman's about beating up criminals, man. He ain't about saving people's souls. That's Superman's job.
Wasn't his whole point to save
hope.
Gotham?
Superman's the hope. Batman's the hammer.
Batman's a
Boom.
bitch, but okay.
Batman. Okay.
Everyone vote 1 for Batman, 2 for
Joe,
Superman.
I will punch you.
Yeah,
What?
leave a comment. Leave a
You
comment
guys-
in the comments. And tell
Send
us-
us send
Swipe up and
me
send hate
death
mail to
threats.
Joe's address.
Mail me death threats and write in the death threat either 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think you're due for a box of dicks. So,
We have a
Dude,
we
that
have a
glitter
Reddit
took
group
so
they can
long to
send
get
it
off my
I don't
carpet.
know the Reddit.
dude, the glitter bomb's coming back.
Glitter bomb.
Kill you.
I never sent the first one. I just gave your address out. It's it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, man. It's interesting. I was telling Mike the other day, and I think actually we might have all talked about it yesterday before we were recording. That like whenever I read comics, if like Batman's there, it's like Kevin Conroy's voice. Like that's the
Always.
voice that I hear. Adam West
100%.
was the first Batman that I was like introduced to because my dad was a fan of the show when he was a kid. So I remember watching like the Batman '66 movie and like reruns of the show. But also at the same time, I was watching Batman the animated series. Like it was those two. So it's like, oh man,
I know.
there goes my childhood.
It's the earliest, like I said, it's the earliest version of the character I can remember, and like, so.
Dude, it's the Bruce Timm Batman. I really enjoyed. Like they did a really good job. I felt of capturing the duality of.
That was technically like the first kind of universe too that we ever saw as far as like TV goes. I mean, in terms of a superhero universe, right? Like the
probably because
Justice
I'm pretty
League
sure
and-
that predates the X-Men cartoon. That was in the '92, but I feel like
Batman.
Yeah, X-Men was
Silver Surfer,
92. I think
too.
is when it
Silver
started.
Surfer, yeah,
Batman. Yeah, it was like 92, 91, 92.
I think X-Men started the same year. Yeah.
I think it was.
Oh, same year.
It was like 92. Yeah,
X-Men only didn't run very long though, did it?
4 years.
Yeah.
96.
Oh, that's about
Batman
what
didn't-
fucking Batman ran 3. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say Batman was like 3.
but then they came back and did New Adventures, right?
Yeah, it was.
Where they brought
Yeah, I think New
Nightwing
Adventures,
back.
and then they had Kevin Conroy, like the same. I'm pretty sure it was the same universe that was like Justice League.
Justice
and
League,
Justice
yeah,
League,
Yeah,
because
Superman
they had Superman:
animated.
The New Adventures too.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman should have got a cartoon. I'm
Aquaman,
upset
Flash,
about
all them should have.
all of them. Back when they had the Super Friends days in the 80s and shit,
No,
and
stop
everybody
it.
got a
We don't
cartoon.
want to talk about those.
We're the
Those-
Super
Gen X people
Friends.
fucked it up.
And then they got what was the dog, and then they had the
Crypto, the
the
super
twins.
dog. I remember watching that shit.
Who's the fucking the Morty guy or some shit? The Morton. What was his name? He had just the T-shirt. He was just your typical stoner. You remember I'm talking about?
Johnny Bravo.
No, Shaggy.
Not
was
really,
a stoner. Not Johnny Bravo.
No, what was his name? Morton, Muggsy.
Here's
I
a
don't
hoop.
fucking remember.
Freakazoid.
Mimsy.
Mimsy. He was pretty much a Mimsy character. The cartoons back in the day when we were kids were way better than the ones now, and I don't give a fuck if people don't like it. They need to know.
You want to tell kids get off your lawn too?
Controversial take, Mike.
I don't give a
We're
shit,
gonna have to
dude.
edit. We have
Fuck
to edit
Blue's
that out,
Clues.
Jim. We can't have that in the
We do have to
episode.
edit that out. That I agree with. We can edit
Can't
that
have that
out.
in the episode.
And another thing about Dora, dude.
I would say my final thoughts are that I appreciate
Farts.
that Kevin Conroy. Yeah, my farts. My final thoughts are that I appreciate that Kevin Conroy would come back for like big things. Like the Arkham series has nothing to do with the Batman the animated series, but like it's like, oh, like I'm about to get a fucking paycheck. Definitely it was money motivated, but like I liked that he would come back for like the big things. Like
Yeah, but
Joe
I mean,
knows him because of the Arkham
Speculation.
games.
Yeah.
He was in the Flashpoint movie because the Flashpoint movie and comic book are so fucking good. And, like, he's like, oh yeah, I'll take that check. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. It's like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that I was saying before with Mark Hamill though too. Like he constantly is like, all right, I'm going to retire as the Joker. He does the Conor McGregor thing. He's like, I'm retiring until he wants to get paid.
You'll do nothing.
And
You'll
then he
do
breaks his
fucking
leg.
nothing.
Yeah, and then he breaks his leg. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things where, like, I remember with Arkham Knight, Mark Hamill was like, nah, I'm probably not going to play the Joker in that. Or was it Arkham Knight? No, it was The Killing Joke.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
like an interview with Mark Hamill was like, nah, I'm probably not going to do that. And then all of a sudden it's like,
Conroy
Kevin
was
Conroy
like, I'm
announces
on.
he's playing Batman.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like 2
Mark's
days later,
like-
it's like, Mark Hamill's coming back as the
like, I'm
Joker. Like, okay, like if Kevin's going to be there, like, let's do it.
I mean,
you know?
Conroy also
They definitely
went
did
to,
cocaine
like-
together back in the day.
definitely,
Like they're
dude.
definitely cocaine friends. Like they've smoked weed, they've done
Aw.
acid. Like they are. Mark Hamill said that he loved Kevin Conroy.
They're
like a
mutual
brother.
drug buddies.
Yeah, they definitely did drugs over the years.
Definitely.
So, and I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But-
yeah.
That's it.
Also, I mean, you can see that too, though. Like Hamill and them used to go to the Comic Cons and shit all the time.
That is true. They would be at the Comic Con.
And fucking Kevin Conroy used to do all that kind of shit, like the
all the fan
cameos
stuff, like taking
and
pictures.
stuff, like all that. Yeah,
That-
all about it. You know,
You
like a
are
Lou Ferrigno
Batman.
type. So
Well, I think it's time to move on to the final segment of the show. Awards. That a segment was that a segment?
that was a segment.
That segment was
This
just
has
us
all
rambling
just
about
kind of
Kevin
been one
Conroy.
big segment, if you think about it.
We're grieving. I grieve different. In the
I
words
grieve,
of
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, let's move on to the
We
awards.
grieve by making shitty episodes.
I bash my head against walls.
Ah,
Mike,
That's how I grieve.
The NTIP Awards.
what are your awards?
My awards for Mask of the Phantasm. My award probably goes to Andrea Beaumont for baddie that almost destroyed Gotham. Because had she have married Bruce and not ran away, we wouldn't have had the Dark Knight.
he might actually just, paid his taxes and like started programs.
Or bought Twitter.
Actually help people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey Mike, why don't you while we're here, why don't you also just give your rating too? What
My
was the
rating
name of
for
your
the
award?
movie?
Did your award even have a name?
Yeah, the Andrea Beaumont Baddie Award.
Okay.
She was fine, dude. What do you want? My rating for the movie, I give it 6.5 batarangs out of 7.
Whoa.
Out of 7 orphans?
Out of 7 orphans. That's right. 7 robins. I give it
Whoa.
I give it 6.5 out of 7 robins.
Wow.
Yes.
Mike, coming in
Definite-
aggressive.
Yeah, that's right.
Popcorn that bitch.
Top tier Batman animated movie. I think it's probably top
It's
tier.
definitely one of the Batman movies.
Yeah, it could be number
I
3.
would say it's definitely one of the best Batman animated movies.
It's the best, yeah. We heard you.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
All right,
cover
Sean?
all my bases now. It's one of the best, if not the best.
Mike, I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm not gonna actually let you finish because I'm gonna actually start talking. So,
Holy
my
shit, this is
award, I have
bullshit.
2 awards for you. Two times, Joe. So get ready. My first award is, and these are not actually about the movie Mask of the Phantasm. I know that's what this was supposed to be
It's
about.
just about pure hatred for the
But
character.
I'm breaking the rules. I do what I want to do. So I'm gonna give the end of the road to Kevin Conroy. Joe, cue up the music. Give me the beat. How do I say goodbye? And then go to YouTube for the rest of it. But rest in peace. You, what?
We are the world.
Who is that? I know that one.
You know Boyz II Men?
No, not that one at least.
End of the road?
I got it.
I got you.
Bro, you gotta know End of the Road.
Joe's more of a new edition kind of guy.
It's still so good.
More,
Okay, well,
anyway,
while
I
our
got you.
producer, who's uncultured, doesn't fucking know End of the Road, I'm gonna move on to my next award. My next award is we're gonna talk about Lil Marvel, and we're gonna call it a Soul for a Soul Award. Because
Soul
you know when
for
you get
a
the
soul.
Soul Stone, you gotta sacrifice something. So, as a young man, I was pokey crazed, and I took a couple years off. And now I'm back in that shit, right? New Pokemon coming out. So Kevin Conroy was sacrificed so that Ash could win the fucking world championships. So shout out to my boy Ash, because he did it. You know, we had to lose a great to get Ash. It took 26 years. But God,
For a 10-year-old to do that.
Yeah.
for a 10-year-old to be the goddamn best in the goddamn world. Except for, we don't know if Red is actually canon in the Poke anime universe. But if he isn't, then Ash is the GOAT. And if he is,
What happened?
then Ash will win. I don't know. Red and Ash gonna
What
have to
happened?
But,
I was
I mean,
watching Boyz II
not-
Men,
not-
and all of a sudden we're talking about Pokemon.
Not to
Yes.
interject, but Gallagher also died on the same day that Kevin Conroy did.
We don't give a fuck
Ash-
about Gallagher.
yeah.
I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna put it
Ash
out
could have
there.
won
This
because
was
of
Batman.
Gallagher. That's all I'm
This was
saying.
Batman.
That's all I'm saying.
It should have just been
Tune in
Gallagher.
next week for
You know
a-
All I'm
This is
saying.
a-
He
Well-
liked watermelon.
The best thing he
Ash
did for us was
loved
get a
watermelon.
Dave Chappelle sketch. That's it. I don't really give a fuck
That's
about Gallagher
true.
other than that sketch. Jim,
That's fair.
do you have any awards? Oh, my award.
do.
I forgot. Time out. I'm gonna let you finish one time after this.
Yeah, what'd you rate this movie?
But I gotta rate the movie, Joe. I gotta rate the fucking movie. So
You got
the
it.
movie.
it
gotta do
had.
it.
I'm gonna give it 0 Nightwings
Whoa.
and 0 Red Hoods out of 7 because there was no Nightwing or Red
Oh
Hood in
my
here.
god.
But the movie. Oh, time
That's
out.
fair.
But on
Aggressive
its own,
rating.
if we're giving it out of 7, if we're taking Nightwing and Red Hood
Wow.
and these characters that I actually really like out of it, and we just base it on its own, I think I gave the Batman a 6 out of 7.
Holy cow.
But I'm gonna take the Batman down actually some now because rewatching this, I think the Batman's a
Watch it.
You didn't even rewatch
the Batman's a 5. The Batman's a 5.5 out of 7, and this is a 5.65 out of 7. That's my
Do
final
that
score.
thing. You can't go back. Once you give a rating, you drop the baby off the cliff. The baby drops.
That's
You're
right.
stuck.
You go pick
That's
the
it.
baby up,
It's
you
set
shake
in
it,
No,
and
you
you
drop
throw
off
it
a
again.
You can't throw a baby more than one.
You
Well,
can
it'd be
definitely throw a
technically-
baby. You see how many? Did you watch South Park? You know how many times Ike got
That's true.
kicked? You kick the
Kick
baby,
the
as
baby.
much as you want to.
That's true.
Multiple
You can,
times.
But I'm
you
talking
can
like
do
a
it.
cliff. Like you throw the baby into a gorge,
I
like on
took a,
like the
it's been
Roadrunner.
6 months, Joe. I walked, I got the baby, I went back up the hill, and I threw it again.
You just make another.
6 months is very conservative to get down and back up. But I appreciate it because, as you know, what if there's some searching?
5.6,
takes you 6 months to touch your toes.
5.65, baby.
Hey, leave my toes out of this.
5.65. All right. Well, my
Wow.
awards, my first one is the My Baloney Has a First Name award, and I'm giving that to the Joker for fucking beating the shit out of Andrea Beaumont with the log of baloney. That is my favorite scene in that movie. Like, I will have like Alzheimer's, and I'll be roaming around the senior citizen home, and I'll be like, baloney, yeah, the meatloaf again. Even though that's a different scene, but still, that's not important. You know, but that's my first word. We give that to the Joker because I love that scene. But then, I don't know. I guess I'll just give the, I don't know what to call it, but I guess I'll call it the I Am the Night Award. I'll give it to Kevin Conroy for being, Batman for
The best
30,
Batman.
30 years. Yeah,
Nice.
Best
defining my
Batman.
childhood and riding off. Thanks, Kevin Conroy.
We love you,
There'll
man.
never be a Batman like you.
Never.
Rip.
We
There'll
might.
never be a Batman.
Let it
Maybe
rip.
possibly.
Yeah,
But, okay.
Robert Pattinson. He's going to be good, but
He's gonna be
I'm
good.
still going to read Batman comics with Kevin Conroy's head.
Yeah.
I'm going to read Batman comics with Kevin Conroy's head. It'll be
Fucking
great.
weirdo, man.
Some dark shit, bro.
All
I'm
right.
wearing his skin. What'd you rate the movie?
It puts the lotion in the fucking basket, Kevin.
The movie gets a very nice, even 6.8 batarangs out of 7 orphans.
Wow.
That's fucked up. You just gotta one up me, huh?
This is the most important part.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to do first. Should I give the award first? Yeah, that's what you guys did, right?
I mean, what are you feeling, man? What are you
I'm
feeling?
feeling like not enough attention was paid to the real victims of this movie, which were all the Italian people who got killed early on. So I'm going to give the real dedication, the real in memoriam is to all of the Italian people killed in that movie.
The Italian people with guns who were doing illegal business. Yes, they were the victims.
Okay, I mean, it's not like that's the only thing they did. They had families, they loved, they cried, they did things.
Sure
you know
did
what
the
I mean?
other people that killed them, that they killed. I mean, they probably had
I know.
families.
All right, so
too.
let's celebrate the people who killed those beautiful Italian people who came over from that country that looks like a boot. So the Tony Danza Remembrance Award is going to the Italians. One crushed by a
Angela!
statue.
Andrea!
What are you doing?
Andrea Beaumont's gonna leave? What do you mean?
That should have been really the Batman. That's the real hero, are the Italians. So that's who gets my award this week. I also want to give an award to Kevin Conroy. This is the Joe's Specialty Ketchup Award. I want to thank him again for being a great sponsor as one of his last good deeds. So he also gets an award for him. This is the Joe's Special Ketchup Award. So congratulations to Kevin Conroy. I'm sure we can figure out how to get that over to his estate. I think we have on Twitter someone from his family we've been talking to. So
LinkedIn.
we'll send him a package. I have like a caseload of this stuff that I need to unload, and a lot of the grocery stores I've been bringing them to have been saying, no, we're not going to sell your ketchup. I guess like shelf space is very important in these places. So
Probably because of the rat poison in it.
no, well, don't slander. It's my business. I'm trying to sell these ketchups, Mike.
Yeah, you could sell the ketchup.
Trying to sell these ketchups.
Sell
So
that
we're gonna give some to
ketchup,
Kevin Conroy's family. I'm sure they'll take some nice pictures and put
It
them
goes
online.
good on arsenic.
Okay, well, no, we use it
Yeah.
on sandwiches. I've been eating nothing but the last couple days.
Look behind him. There's ketchup right there. Literally right
Yeah,
behind
see,
him.
that's
Don't use the ketchup near an open flame.
it's decent. It's decent enough. Rating wise, I really didn't. It's a cartoon, so like 3 at best, right? Because how good can cartoons be?
I
But this
fucking hate
movie
you.
took it to the next level and then some. This is a 7 out of 7 movie, very easily. Like no doubt in my mind, this is one of the best movies
Thought
I've
we
ever
had 'em.
seen.
Thought we had them.
No, it's a good movie. It's
It is a
7
great
out of
movie.
7. I don't give it out a lot, but it's getting it today.
That's fair.
Oh God,
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good rating.
It's
Yeah.
decent. It's a good movie.
It's
I
a
like
great movie. It's probably
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, first
best I've
DC, only DC animated film to be released in
In
theaters.
theater. And it really is an animated film.
It's
it
100%. I mean, you could tell too. They even upped the animation in it, like compared to the animated series, obviously, which I've been watching recently, and like it's just like
$6 million.
yeah. I mean, fuck, that's chump change nowadays. But
Oh, for a Pixar movie, it's probably like hundreds of millions to make one of those.
that's Woody's boot. $6 million.
Let me see how much
I mean,
those movies cost to make. Actually, I'm interested in that.
But yeah, I mean Conroy though is it just sucks. Rest in peace. Like when you said it, just definitive Batman. I remember I had him on all my birthday cakes. Till I was
really?
Till I was 21. But yeah, I mean, like it just sucks. You lose it's like losing a part of your childhood.
I know. I remember
Just-
texting my dad when Adam West died because that was his Batman.
Yeah.
Being a kid born
What?
in the
Adam? When
60s.
did Adam West die?
2017.
You're a scumbag.
Yeah. And I remember
Come out
texting
from
my
your
dad.
rock.
And then I remember him posting something about it on Facebook because like his
Yeah.
Batman died. Like my dad was fucking rocked to the core.
It sucks,
Then
man.
Kevin Conroy dies, and I text my family, and I'm like, guys, it was like my dad and my uncle and my siblings. And I'm like, guys, Kevin Conroy died. 4 hours later, my uncle goes, Batman? And I'm like, yeah.
The question
like,
mark,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I told my mom and dad, and they were like, "Who?"
And they're like, when are you moving out?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "You're still here?" Like we thought you died like 6 years ago.
You guys didn't tell me who Kevin Conroy is. I didn't know him either.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't.
Yeah, not to be confused with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
No, that's the guy from
that's the poster on your wall.
Clerks. That's the guy from Clerks.
No, it's Kevin James.
Oh, sorry. I get the.
Yeah,
was
close though. Close. But yeah, no, this sucks. I will.
Yeah,
I'll definitely watch Batman Beyond at some
I
point.
mean,
Did you turn
yeah.
into fucking
Yeah,
Batman
Batman
now?
Beyond's
Is that what
good.
you're gonna do? You're
I
gonna
mean,
kill-
just hearing
kill
the
yourself
might.
over his
voices,
grave?
like yeah, just
It's the voice, though.
I know,
Joe.
man.
It's
I
the
can come
voice.
for you guys. I'll do the voice. Joker.
You
Don't
can't.
don't be that.
You
Don't
can't.
do that,
I don't,
Joker.
and no one's gonna be able to do the voice. I don't.
Joker.
There's no voice actor I think that comes after him as far as Batman goes that even close to what he captured, because he was just. I mean, right time, right moment, but like also right actor. Like I just,
It's amazing when you look at
hemisphere.
pictures of him from like the early '90s when that show
he's got
came
the
out.
Batman jaw,
He
bro.
looks like Batman. Like
He's
he
got
looks
the
like
Bruce
Batman
Wayne
in the cartoon.
jawline, man. Like straight
Kevin
up.
Conroy
He is-
was a fucking
Oh.
hunk. If you
Dude,
Google Kevin
he
Conroy in
pulled-
1992,
he
dude,
had to have-
you would fuck. He doesn't have a face for
That man fucks.
voice acting, dude. That's why they had him
You're like,
fucking
that's
that movie.
James fucking Bond right there. Who the fuck's this guy? Like,
Oh yeah. I will say that the dad's jaw in that movie in the painting was hysterical. It was my favorite part of the movie.
also,
It looks like they talk like this, son.
uh,
You must go out there and stop all the crime. That's my good boy.
another thing is, he came out like a couple years ago, and everyone was like, "Oh shit!" Like he was gay.
Kevin Conroy?
Yeah, he came out, and then they didn't make a big. He was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gay." Like, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's fucking, that's cool."
Time to cancel
just-
Batman.
No, I mean, I thought it was awesome. Like, he just, like this fucking iconic voice to be like, yo, I'm also... I think he wrote a book about it, too, or something. But, yeah, just...
I'm more than a voice. I'm a gay man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's Kevin Conroy in front of the pride flag.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like,
No, that is really cool. I actually had no idea.
yeah, see, and that's the thing, though, is, like, he didn't make a big, like, spectacle about it. He was just, like, it kind of came out, and then it was, like,
He wasn't fucking in the streets.
Yeah, no, he wasn't whipping his dick out and painting
That'd be
it,
cool,
like,
though,
rainbow colors, waving it around. Like
Well,
I
he
did.
was a hunk in 1992, and he was apparently, well, not apparently, he's a gay man. Like, he definitely fucked in the 90s.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
He definitely
Him
fucked.
and
He got a
Freddie
lot of
Mercury
ass.
hooked up
Oh.
a couple times. I am
Fucked
the
a lot of dudes.
night.
A vengeance.
Yes, you are. Can't stop me now.
Nah, it's really cool. Fucking Kevin Conroy. Well, thanks for sticking around and letting us talk about Batman Mask of the Phantasm and Kyrie. Oh, shit. All right, well, there we go. Well, actually, this is kind of more because of Adam West, but tune in next time. We'll be back eventually. I know it's been a few weeks, but we need a break, and we'll be back soon. Again, in a few weeks. With something. So tune in next time. You know where to find us. Same pod time, same pod channel. Take it away, Tom.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
You might not have noticed that, but we are professionals at what we do. We just professionally suck and professionally act like a bunch of assholes on stage. That's what we do.